What up? What up? Welcome in. Welcome back to Profit Picks. It's been a little while. We've been away for about a month. Took the WNBA, NBA Olympic break, however you want to look at it, off. And now it's time to get back to business. WNBA is back and ready to get to it. The first half of the season, I believe we picked up where are we at? We're like plus 10.8 units, something like that. So, always like to be better, but I'll take it up 10 units first half of the season. Let's try to finish strong here, starting today. So good to be back with you guys. Let's take a look at the chat. We got 3 games to talk about here today, and then we'll be in and out like we usually do. Tomorrow, I will try to get our guy Vino, see if he could join us for those 3 games. Then Nathan, first, he says he's back in the W, smoking on that Vino pack. It's good to be back here for sure. Prolific in the building says, welcome back, everyone. Remember the rules. Pound that like button as usual. I appreciate it. Definitely helps out the show if you guys get that like button. Pretentious Prodigy. I'm ready. It feels good to be back. I'm a little bit out of rhythm, but we get right back to it for sure. And he also reminds everybody to hit the like button. Appreciate that. What's good, Jeff? Mark says, what up, Skee? Good to see you back on the WNBA. And thanks for all the NFL divisional looks. No problem. This is the first time that I started NFL that early. Started NFL, work in July. And I think it should pay off. So for anybody who's interested, I did a division video for all 6 divisions, or I'm sorry, all 8 divisions. And it's in the video section, not the live section, if you guys would like to check them out. Mark says Skee on 15 minutes late like clockwork. Not quite 15 minutes, but 10. So you were close. You know how it is around here. We're consistent. And he says all dogs today. You Kevin says we're back to being tardy. Hey man, I gotta stay true to myself, man. That's how I do. Casey says, not even early on the first day of school, dog. Do better. See a couple more comments before we get to it. This is interesting. They're saying Sky 0-18 is home dogs. They haven't even had 18 home games. Oh, he's talking about they're talking out some trends there. That's what that is. I don't know what this is about. It says no pitcher today. There should absolutely be a pitcher. What up, Ken? Screen is not blank. Is the screen blank for anybody else? Because it looks like everybody else here. Let me know in the chat. This guy says the screen is blank. Mitch says the screen is blank. And I think something's wrong on his end. Matt Butler says, good to see you, Skee. Likewise, Broly says, bro, been on a 10-year vacation. All right, let's get to it. I think we're okay. Because everybody says screen is fine. They can see it. So it's just Mitch who's getting the blank screen. Let's get to it. 3 games. First up, we got Mystics and Lynx. Opened up Lynx minus 10.5. We've seen that come down 2 points, looking at 8.5 now, and the total up a half a point to 157. Injury report, and let me just refresh to stay up to date. For the Lynx, it looks like everybody will be available. For the Mystics, they'll be without Dee Richards, but Sykes back in the lineup. Shakira Austin looking like probable, says she's likely to play. And those are 2 big pieces to, put back into this Mystics lineup. A team who I think has the best cover rate. I should be able to check this here. Team that has the best cover rate in the WNBA. Don't see who actually has the best, but they are 16-8-1. I was just speaking off the top of my head. 16-8-1 against the spread, and even better in the first half, 17-6-2. So odds makers don't show them enough credit. This could be a situation where, they still aren't showing them enough credit, getting their 2 best players back or 2 of their top players back in the lineup. You look on the other side, this Minnesota Lynx team had a lot of people playing in the Olympics, even if they weren't all for USA. Carlton, obviously Fee, and a few others. I'm kind of blanking out right now, but it was a few people. This is like Team World of the WNBA. So a lot of people returning from playing Olympics. I think, it's a lot of players in that situation today, and we'll talk about it, but that's not a positive in my mind. If anything, that's a negative. So putting that there for the Lynx, heading into that break, I feel like they were in a position where they were starting to be overvalued. They were undervalued to start the year, but now odds makers caught up to them. We're not getting those, how do I call it? Not getting those, I don't want to say fair, but not getting numbers that are the numbers where it should be, is what I'm trying to say. Sorry. For the Mystics, I think they're the right side. I would be going Mystics plus 8.5, but even more so, we talked about it. We know how good they are in the first half. And 6 and 2 overall. As a road dog, they're 9-3-1 in the first half. And the Lynx, quite the opposite as a home favorite. As a home favorite in the first half, 3-7-1. So it takes them a little bit of time. They do have a really good coach, and she's usually makes good adjustments to start the second half. But that first half, I think this Lynx team can come out sluggish, slow, feeling that jet lag, however you want to call it. And I think the Mystics take advantage like they've done all year. So Mystics first half, it did open 5.5. Best number I see right now is 4.5. That's the direction I'll be going in this game, 100%. And I should show you guys this. Let me just see before I get to the comments. It's been a little while, like I said, get back into the rhythm of doing this. Money Baller. Shout out to my guy RC in the chat. This is the Money Baller, and this is where I'm looking at all these records and things. It just makes it really easy. You guys can see right here, Mystics first half record ATS as a road dog ATS. Lynx first half home favorite, not good. So all this is adding up to me to be Mystics first half plus 4.5. All right, we doing all right. Let's look at some comments. It says Skee's gonna be rusty. That's the first thing I see. Let me scroll back up though because I know I missed some. I was talking for a while. Ken thinks under is gonna roll in the WNBA today. Manzy man in the building. Good to see you, bro. Wayne Witten reminding everybody to smash the likes. I appreciate that. Let's see. Jeff agrees. Everybody's agreeing. Mystics first half. Dante agrees. B Daddy says he's fine with the full game at 8.5. B Daddy thinks the Lynx will be rusty. Mike R says I will be rusty. Yes, Smith, another one there. You Keppers helping me out there. Everybody liking this Lynx first half. David says Lynx full game. I'm sorry. Everybody's liking Mystics first half. David's liking Lynx full game though. Interesting. And I can understand why you can think that way. Um, it's working for Mitch. Good to see it's working. GB likes the full game. Mike R. There goes UCAP right there. Says, "Oh, that website is nice." Yeah, shout out to my guy RC doing great work providing that website for everybody. TheMoneyballer.com. If you guys are looking for it. What up, Munoff? Good to be back. Glad to see you here in the chat. Hopefully, we can all get back to making some money. Oh, Dave says DraftKings has Washington first half plus 5. And where I'm at, I can bet DraftKings right now. So let me double check. That's why you got a line shop right there. DraftKings a 5 did pop up. It wasn't 5 last time I looked. So I appreciate that. Appreciate that 100%, Dave. 5 seems like a good number. Let me go ahead and put that down right there. Washington first half plus 5. Get that short list back cracking. All right. Next game, Mike says we miss you for real. You like it's good to be back. I love capping and doing this show with you guys. Next up, 605, 606, Phoenix and Chicago. Get off of that first half. This opener cannot be right. So I'm just not even going to mention it. We have the Sky currently a 2.5 point favorite. Two at one shop. So make sure, once again, always make sure you line shop, get the best of the number. Total did open up 166.5. Looks like 165.5. I don't feel very strongly about these totals first game out the gate. So I'll focus more on spreads here today. We look at the injury report for the Sky. Williams. This is a surprising one right here. Kennedy Carter. I saw she had yeah, she tweaked her ankle during practice. That's not good. That's absolutely somebody that you want out there on the floor for Chicago. She's been balling, taking on a bigger role. They just traded away Marina Mabry. You absolutely want Kennedy Carter. Like they need her in this game to be healthy and be out there. So that's something that would cause me a little bit of hesitation or pause to see her. I would wait to see, if she is actually going to go, and she probably will. Kennedy's a dog; she probably will. But it's going to be interesting to see this Sky team without Mabry. They did pick up what was it? Is it Banham and one other person? I feel like it was a shooter that not necessarily is going to replace, Mabry, but can stretch the floor. And I'm just interested to see how this team is going to mesh and how they're going to finish the season. Phoenix, I feel like they got a lot of work to do. I feel like they're better than what their record indicates, but this is another team where, I'm looking at it here. Kalia Copper, Diana Taurasi, Brittany Griner, all coming back from the Olympics. And not only that, they're on the front end of a back to back. So it just doesn't make me feel that good about the spot for the Mercury. They are the more talented team, but Sky, it's absolutely 100% the Sky spot. Can the Sky take advantage? That's to be determined. If I'm betting the Sky, first thing that comes to my mind is I would like them early. They're a team that comes out, throws the first punch. Maybe, I don't want to say folds down the stretch, but it almost seems that way. And here we go. Let's bring it up again because just so you got, I talk, and it's funny because when I cap, quick story time, when I cap with people like my guy RC, or even sometimes I'll cap with first person that comes to, or next person that comes to mind is Ariel Epstein. Like they really like their numbers, and I do my numbers, but a lot of it is what I'm seeing when I'm watching these games, and it's just I'll talk and say things, and then they'll look it up, and they'll be like, that sounds about right with the numbers right there. So this website makes it easy for me to see how he's looking at it, see those numbers, and just what I said. Let's put it back up here. So Mercury and Sky, ATS. Sky as a home dog, 1-7 ATS, full game. But first half, 4-3-1. So they're hanging early. They're just not able to hang for 40 minutes. And that's exactly how I view this team. Um, this Mercury as a real favorite. I didn't know that they were this good. I felt like Mercury weren't that good on the road, honestly. But it's just saying otherwise. When they're a real favorite, they're favorite for a reason. So saying all this to say, if I like this guy, which I'm leaning towards this sky spot, it would be the first half. Other than that, I was looking at a few player props, and let me get this down. Don't know what I hit there. There we go. All right. I was looking at a few player props. First one that pops out it to me is Kalia Copper. Um, you know, obviously going back to face her old team. I believe she's averaging a little bit over like I think she's averaging 23 and a half points per game, something like that. And her point prop, I saw a 21 and a half. Anywhere between 21 and a half, obviously a little bit more juice than the 23 and a half, but she was balling heading into the break. She definitely eclipsed that 21 and a half number like 5 of her last 6 games. I don't like that she's, has to travel back. She's part of that group that was in the Olympics, et cetera, et cetera. That's the one thing I really don't like. But if I'm playing something, I think it has to be KFC getting up and over that 21 and a half points. Other than that, I was looking towards, thinking Kennedy can continue, but with her tweaking her ankle in practice, I'm just going to shy away from that. So we're playing this game. We like Kalia Copper over 21 and a half points, or we'll be looking towards the Sky first half. Let's see how you guys feel about that. Get some of these comments. Manji says, your Discord has been holding it down. Hey, that Discord, man, y'all been putting in work that whole Olympic break. I saw y'all in there capping MLB, everything. So shout out to the Discord. A lot of good cappers. And Mike, get in there, man. Get in there. Discord, a lot of great work being done. And I will be more active in there too now that WNBA is back. And NFL is coming too. Next thing you know, NBA will be here. And I got some other things in the works. We got some good stuff coming up on this channel and some other stuff. So I'll get it together shortly and share with you guys. Other comments for the game. Pretentious Prodigy likes Mercury. CEO Kyle says Allen is out. That is a big deal. Did I already? I guess I didn't say that. Yeah, I didn't say the Phoenix side. Rebecca Allen is out. Osborne is out. Rebecca Allen is pretty big deal. Stretch the floor, pretty versatile as far as positions she can play. I mean, they might be kind of small against the Chicago team. Angel Reese and Cardoso. I mean, I know you got Griner, but Griner's not really the best rebounder. So going up against Angel Reese could go crazy today on the boards. I really could see it. I'm interested to see what her rebound prop number is. If somebody could help me out there. Um, Actually, I think I have it right here. So let me just hit Chicago Sky. Her rebound prop. Angel. Dang. I mean, she can do it, 13 and a half, but you see why it is that number. I could see Angel Reese having a field day. That makes me like the Sky, even a little bit more. B Daddy at Candy Carter injured. Don't like to see that. Appreciate you helping me out there. You captured the other person was Jefferson. Added Bynum and Jefferson. Jefferson is game time decision tonight. GB says Sky as dogs with rest are not good, but the Olympic break probably changes things a little bit. Appreciate you, Mike R. Ben James asking a question says, Skee, do you care about any historical trends that combat the Sky today, or does it mean nothing if it doesn't taken into consideration the Olympic break? Well, I'm assuming you're talking about team trends. Team trends I don't care about as much as league wide trends. I mean, I do look at them, you know, but they don't hold as much weight as league wide trends. So coming off the Olympic break, yes, it waters down the team trends a lot. I would agree. UCapper says they were road faves more when BG came back. All right, UCapper. Appreciate you tapping in. He probably will go live on his channel. Make sure you check him out. Does great work. He'll be capping baseball. I saw him on Twitter talking about baseball treating him nice. So keep it going, UCapper. And you guys know where you can find some baseball winners. Chappie Funk says Discord for the win. 13 and a half on those rebounds. RJ says, I think Angel goes back to her double doubles. Curious what the odds will be on that, but I can't argue. I absolutely think this is a spot where she can get a double double. So either Reese, double double, Sky, first half, or Kalia Copper over 21 and a half points. Those are the ways to play this game, if you ask Skee. Next game up and last game up, we have Liberty at Sparks. And I want to talk about on this one too, another little player prop as well. But opened up Liberty minus 11 and a half, still sitting there. Total though has dropped 4.5 points, 4 to 4.5, 168 and a half. You see 164 or 164 and a half currently. Liberty will be without Benijah Laney, Hamilton. Sparks continue to be without Lexi Brown, battling that Crohn's disease. Ari McDonald also going to be out. And then Stephanie Talbot, looks like she's going to be out. This one, I'll start off with this actually. Let's talk about the player prop before I forget. So, first thing that stood out to me is they're really going to need good play from their bigs versus Liberty. Um, and I just think Azurá Stevens, she played the last 4 games going into the break. She looked damn good. And I know she's a good player. She won. I mean, I loved her when she was in Chicago. She won 6th player of the year. I think she did. If not, she was definitely worthy of it. But I'm a big fan of Azurá Stevens. I've been waiting for her return. And those last 2 games, especially, she was really balling out. The thing that watered it down for me was she was getting a hell of a lot of minutes. Like she played like every minute except 2 one game. And she played, I think, 36 minutes in the other game. And that was because Sparks are low on bigs right now. We all know Brink got hurt. Um, and then I'm blanking out on the name, but the center, the Asian girl, she went overseas, and I apologize for that. I should know her name, and I'm blanking out. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's been so long. I apologize, but she went overseas and played for a country, and she missed those last two games before the break. So that's why Azrae was getting even more minutes. It was just nobody else you can play, but she played good. She had 20 something points, 15 rebounds in one. Um, the other one, she had I think 8 rebounds. Somewhere in the mid double digits in points. She was playing good, and I think it will continue, especially versus a Liberty team who they give up or they're not very well defending the corner three. And I feel like that's where I see Azare have a lot of success. So I was thinking either her points over 12 and a half. I like that. I also like, her rebound prop at 6.5. I was thinking, why is it so low? Because she, looking at the last couple games, and it makes sense. They get one center back into the rotation. So she didn't start those first two games. She should start again here tonight. And I think she'll play more than 26 minutes that she got in the first two. If she does that, I think she gets more than 6 rebounds. And I think the points prop is definitely live too. So interested to hear how the chat feels about Azare. Um, on the game, as far as the point spread is concerned, Liberty, and let's pull this up. Liberty had Sabrina still be playing in the Olympics, and without Benai Laney here. So that's it's a lot of negatives for me as far as this spot for the Liberty team. And this is a Liberty team that hasn't been good laying double digits all season. Putting numbers to it, bear with me 1 second here. Liberty as a double digit favorite. And again, I'm using here. Oh, you can see it clear as day. So I'll pull it up once again. See it clear as day. Share screen. Money baller. You guys should be able to see this. Sparks as double digit dogs, 8-2 ATS. Liberty as double digit favorites, 1-11 ATS. They're overvalued, I guess is what I'll say. Or the bookmakers are just putting the line way too high. So all of it is lining up to me towards, it looks like it's a pretty good spot for the Sparks to take advantage. They're a team that's still trying to push, make the playoffs. Et cetera, et cetera. And this has been their role all season long. So I think the Sparks are the right side in this game. And if we look at it as a whole, I think somebody, when we came in the show in the beginning, they said today's a dog day. I think that could be correct. I would be looking at all of these dogs before I look at a favorite. And Sparks is double digits is definitely one that I'm interested in. So take a look at the chat, and then we will get to a best bet. AOD in the building. Appreciate that. And Mike R says Reese minus 230 for the double double. Yeah, I can't rock with that. You got it, Ben James. B Daddy says Liberty may show rust. Not liking that as a Ray prop. It's all good. Don't have to like everything. So not a whole lot to say in the chat for this game, and that's okay. We will move it. And Mark said it might have been Mark. He says, "Yep, all dogs." So we will move it on over. I want to let's move it on over to best bet. How about that? Best bets. Um, Actually, before I do best bet, I'll do a little bit of promo just because it's not very often. I have a 5% play. If you guys aren't familiar, all my work is at wagertalk.com. And the scale as far as bet size is 1 through 5%, 1 unit through 5 units. And this is one that I felt like was a strong enough play for me to put 5 units on. So if you would like to be involved, it's up and available at wagertalk.com. And yeah, let me shout out a couple other things. This is new for me to do, so let me see if I can put it up here on the screen. You guys have been seeing me use it throughout the show. I'll give him another shout out, the Money Baller, our guy RC. put together a really good website where you can look at the games and see at a quick glance where some edges or advantages you can have. And if you use, see if we can get that there. If you use this coupon code SKEE, it should get you 10% off. When you're signing up for that first month. So I think it's a really good platform. Has a lot of the things that I look at on a daily basis. And just shout out to my guy RC for putting that website together. It can help out all of us save a lot of time capping these games. Um, all right, best bet. Get back to that best bet. So for me, after talking it out, man, I loved that Azure prop, those Azure props before I saw that they were getting one center back for this game. And it still could smack because she's earned a lot more minutes, in all the playing time. But best bet for the show, we're gonna go with a side, and we're gonna go with one of the dogs. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you're new to WNBA, this has been a thing for maybe about 3, 4 years, maybe even more than that. But we're going with Washington Mystics first half +5. 17, 6-2 in the first half. The past, I don't know how many years, they just come out, they throw the first punch, whether they're able to stay with it for the full game. We don't want to be a part of it. We'll let the chips fall where they make for that. But we'll get in and get out with a +5 on the Washington Mystics for a best bet. Um, Mike R says, how do I purchase your 5-unit play on Wagertalk? There's a link to my profile in the description to the video. Also, just a reminder, for anybody who's ready for NFL, I did do NFL division breakdown videos. I shared, a best bet on each one of those videos. And if you guys would like to become a member to this YouTube channel, there's a link in the description. I will share some things, as we go along. I shared all of my NFL futures with my members. So shout out to my members on that. And if you guys appreciate the show, just hit the like button for me. It helps me out quite a bit. And if you would like to know the next time I go live, just hit that subscribe button. So I'll let you know. I'll cheat. I'll let you know that I'll be live again tomorrow. I'll do my best to get Mr. Robino here back with me. And it's about time for a 5-star Friday. Let's see what kind of sports he has on tap. So until then, best of luck on all of your action. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. And I'll catch you guys next time.